Welcome. They call me Big Herc, and on this channel you will see basic motorcycle install videos, wind therapy, vlogging, just our motorcycle life, enjoying each other's company and meeting new people and going to new places. My adventurous side exploring life with my not so adventurous wife, but we enjoy doing things together and it's a match made in heaven. What's up, everybody? It's your guy here, Herc. Another episode here on Big Herc 80. As you can see, got a big box in front of me. We in the house today. It's hot. Ain't no point in doing this in the garage if I ain't have to. But got a box here, came today. Want to open it up, show you what we got going. This is the first piece of the puzzle. Basically, and what I mean by that is, this is the first piece I needed for my new Road Glide. The way I look at it is, until you have a seat, you can't get your handlebars, you can't do none of that stuff before. Because if you get a seat, all of them is going to sit you in a different position. So if it scoots me back an inch, the handlebars is going to be further away. If it sits me up higher, if it sits me down lower, whatever, then my arm placement and everything is going to be different. So first step to the puzzle for me is always the seat. And the seat I went with is Ultimate Seats. Let me tell you a little bit about them. I'm gonna read straight from the website. They started in 2002, based out of Florida. All the comments and reviews online is great. Here's some of them. It feels like your butt has gone to heaven. Now you can have the ride you have all been waiting for. Before I buy a new bike, I make sure Ultimate makes a seat for it first. Got quality parts, materials and workmanships are number one. Lifetime warranty on the urethane pans. I guess it's the bottom of the seat pan. Foam and covers, 1 year warranty, which is kind of the norm. So yeah, you can go to their website, check them out, and see more about them. But when I first heard about them, it was always from a Goldwing rider or somebody with another bike manufacturer. Didn't even realize they made them for Harleys. While in Alabama a couple months ago, me and the missus, we ran into a guy that goes by the name of Act Right. He's a Harley rider. We talked about seats, this and that. He told me that he rocks an Ultimate seat. I said, man, I never heard about him on Harleys. He said it's the best seat I've ever owned. And he's a ground pounder. If you don't know what that means, just somebody that puts a lot of seat time in and a lot of miles. So I trusted his opinion. So I started to look into him. So fast forward to now. After buying my new motorcycle, I was in need of a seat. So I reached out to Dave. Shout out to Dave down at Ultimate Seats. I had already been looking at the website. But after talking to him, I decided to go with the 2-up 2-piece seat. Reason being, the 2-piece seat instead of the 1-piece was simple. On the 1-piece, the passenger pillion, or the passenger part, was 12 inches wide. On the 2-piece, it's a whole 2 inches wider, making it 14 inches. Like I said before, I'm going to make this bike as comfortable for Coco and myself as I can. The rider part on all of their seats is 15 inches wide. I also went with the tall boy, of course, because I'm 6'1" and it sits me back 1 inch. Further away from the gas tank. If you watched my previous video, that was one of the things I complained about, is how close I was sitting up on the gas tank. Another benefit, they also have a 14-day trial period, which is awesome. Now let's open the box. Now I got my box cutter. What I do is box cutter got different positions. It's got 1, 2, all the way out to fully. Not gonna do that. We're gonna go to that first one and start with opening it. So far, so good. Got that in, come over here, and what I do, since I can put my hand under it, still, let me just show you how much I got out. Not gonna worry about puncturing the seat. It's not even through there enough to actually cut my hand. So I just kind of score it. There we go. Just the paperwork, instructions. So what's in the box? One of the things in the box. Oh man, I like it. Like I said, went with the 2-piece. Now I got that box open. I'm gonna do it a different way. All right, here is the rider part. Total of 15 inches across. Sits me back 1 inch. Actually has a big kick up right here, so I'm already gonna have some extra padding for my back. Everything is packaged nicely. Here is the, let me quit with that. There's the rider backrest. So it's right in that groove. You can adjust it. And it has a thumb screw. See if y'all can see that. See a thumb screw right there? Which I actually might like that version of it. We'll see. That way it can adjust how far I want to lean back or forward. So we got that. Set it to the side. Let me go ahead and open it just to show y'all. Now the one thing their backrest comes with, okay, it comes with a Velcro pouch. Basically meaning like when my wife is back here, if there's anything she wants to put in here, under this flap, I just flapped it over. You don't even know it's there. You raise that up, it's got a zipper. She can put stuff in that, zip it back up, and people will never know it's there. I actually like that idea too. So we got the rider backrest. So if I'm riding solo, fender bib. Now, of course, once I get this all unboxed, tomorrow or later on today, I will go out to the garage and actually show what it looks like set up on a motorcycle. Now, here is the passenger pillion. This is the part for my wife. Man, if you look, it's almost as wide as the rider. Like I said, it's 14 inches from side to side. So the way these 2-piece seats work, it goes in like normal. These 2 bolts right here is for the fender. You know what I'm saying? Those 2 bolts that come out of fender, I'll show y'all outside. You put them down, screw them down with the hardware that came here. This goes in there and use the stock screw for the back part, and it locks it in place. But yeah, I'm gonna get out, and like I said, I'm gonna record an install, show you what it looks like on the seat, take it for some rides, and try this 14-day trial. See how it works, see how I like it. But I think I'm gonna like it from everything I've heard, the way it feels. The quality is top notch. The stitching in it, the feel, the comfort. Here's the bottom of it. So now see if the hype is real. But just by looking at it, I'm impressed. And then it's crazy, it actually tells you, it's got a stamp code on the bottom. It tells you actually who inspected it and who checked it. So yeah, I'll be back later after I get it put back on the bike. And of course I will do a complete review to show exactly what I like about it or how I like it. It's the next day. I want to show y'all exactly how this seat fits me. This is the stock seat, of course. As y'all can see, I am on the tank. Like, yeah, I just ain't cool with it. If I remove the backrest, which is real simple, pop it out. See, I can lean back a little further because the backrest is not hitting me, but I'm still up on the tank. And I want the back support just for longer rides. Now I'm going to take this one off and get the Ultimate seat, put it on, and show you how it sits me. And might even take it around the block or down the road a little bit just to see how it feels. Trying to do this too before it gets too doggone hot because it's hot. Now I've got the stock seat off, of course, the strap. Like I said, I always remove that strap and the hardwire or bracket that holds that on. I just don't like the look of it. Plus it's chrome and the rest of the bike is black. On my Street Glide, I actually removed it. But here are the bolts that stick through the rear fender for the Solo seat. I'm going to install the seat and it just goes on like normal. It goes under this groove, or it goes in that groove. Then the two back bolts actually go through here, and it's got some actual nuts that goes on, basically decorative nuts. So I'm gonna put it on, see how I look on it, and then maybe, well, ain't no maybe, I'm gonna ride it a little bit just to make sure it's in the position that I want. So let me get the seat and then I'll put it on and show you. As you can see, I have it on the bike and man, yeah, I'm loving the look. Let me take this pad off here because I really don't need that right now. It's a pouch. That's something for my wife. But yeah, put that in there. But loving the look of it. Backrest is a little higher than what I want, so slide it down. But loving the look. Now, see, like I can fold that down easily, throw my leg over. And I am not on the gas tank. I think I'm gonna go ahead and ride it for a little bit. Feels good. So yeah, that's the unboxing and review, not review, because I ain't rode it enough, but that's the unboxing and install of the Ultimate Tallboy seat. Tell me what y'all think. I do have the passenger pillion, not gonna install it, and I do have the fender build. I'm not gonna install it because I just wanna ride it first. If I do like it, the one thing I am gonna do, definitely seeing the Tour Pack pad off, and when I get the King Tour Pack, seeing it off to where it matches. Yeah, I'm big about that. So, but thank you to everybody that tuned in. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.